Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Brittany. You know who it is. Back better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. All right, y'all, get ready, get set. Let's rock out. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a Dougie bow. All right, Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, let's get into the video. So we start this episode where we left off with Tasha K getting the tea on Cassie and Joyce's relationship. As y'all know, when they was filming this was like, I guess a week, maybe a few days before they started filming. Cassie and Joyce got into a physical altercation. And, you know, that Ring doorbell showed Joyce going to the ground. And Cassie putting her there. So Tasha is trying to get the details, you know. She kind of being messy, but also doing her job. So Maul and Almond is trying to, like, take up for Cassie. Like, you don't know what happened. You don't know. You don't know what he went through. They're together. They love each other. Leave them alone. Get off of them. Ooh. I'm like... no shade, I don't care. Like, it's so old. And not only that, like, obviously now this TV brought her to do a job, so she's doing a job. Now what's taking me out of everything is her security in the back. The man with the ponytail, he invested. Like, he bending down, he like, so when did this happen? Like, he ain't saying nothing, but he is so invested. The other one looking around, like he looking in everybody like, okay, so you got the, so what? Okay, she fell. Oh, brass knuckles. Oh, wow. Like, the security that she got is interested in this story. They want to know the tea. They like, shoot, Tasha, move. Let me sit in the chair. They are very invested, and I was weak. Okay, so this is my whole thing about Cassie and Joyce and what happened. If they didn't want nobody to ask about it, y'all shouldn't have came and collected a check. Period. Y'all already knew this was going to be hot tea, hot topic. This shook the internet when that Ring footage came out. So them trying to, like, protect Cassie and feel as though, oh, it ain't nobody business. It is our business when you want to collect a check. Okay? Now that's TV check. It is our business. It's our business. We're in your business bag. Oh, well. So answer the questions. And honestly, y'all could move past it if y'all just answer the questions. Y'all trying to be difficult and not answer the questions makes us want to know more and make them keep bringing it up. And he was like, oh, production told you to ask? No shit, Sherlock. You think that Tasha K is truly going out her way watching Now That's TV drama? Like, no shade. You know they ain't had to put her up on game with everything that's going on in the Now That's TV world. It's not a day that go by that I think that Tasha K is going out her way to look at Now That's TV mess and drama. If it's not a true headliner, if it's not making its way over to the Shade Room, Hollywood Tea, the Jasmine brand, all them. If it's not making its way over, Hollywood Unlocked, I'm sorry. If it's not making its way over there, it's nothing to talk about. So that's just that. If you didn't want nobody to ask you the questions about it, you should have reneged and said that you couldn't make it. That way, when no storyline be on you, they had to figure something else out. But you chose to come. You trying to, y'all up here saying that y'all don't like Tasha. She messy. She this. No, she's doing her job. She's hosting the show. She's asking the questions that we as the fans want to know. And y'all trying to take up for each other. Oh, he good. Like, he had stuff on him too. That was out of their real relationship. Okay, and they're on a real show about relationships. And we want to know the tea. Period. And why she gotta say allegedly and all that? It don't have to be. We seen what happened. We seen what happened. Why does she gotta say allegedly and make it nice cookie cutter for you? We seen what happened. We don't have to say alleged when we all seen what happened. And Tasha really got tough skin because honestly, me, I would have walked out. One thing I don't do is argue back and forth, especially with men. You got Maul defending him. You got Cassie being sassy. You got Ant being like, Cassie, calm down. No, brother. Oh, too much for me. You got Ivory on the side. Yeah, because y'all just need to let her do her job. Becca, you just need to let her do her job. Dress better come in free bands. It's too much going on. I would have been gone. And Tasha know how to keep a cool head. Cassie, you should have brought your husband. He's here. He's here. He's here, babes. 18 years, babes. Ring on my finger. Ain't no single again. Ain't no single ladies, okay? 18 years, 2 kids down. He's here. He's here. I'm doing a job right now. I'm clocked in. He's over there, though. He's over there, though. He's over there, though. I see you ain't get up, though. I see you ain't get up. He's here, though. He's here. Tasha is so funny. Like, and the sass is crazy. Like, she able to go back and forth with you. And that's a superpower for real, to be able to be on the spot and kind of go back and forth with the person. She ate that up. Where's your husband? He's here. He's here, babes. He's here. He's over there. He's over there, babes. He's here. Trust. My man is always with me. Don't play with me. I'm not cast. I'm the host. I can't tell. You can tell. The checks will tell you. The difference in the pay will let you know. I am host, not cast. Okay, that's what she should have said. The checks will tell you. The checks will let you. The zeros and the comma will let you know exactly that I'm the host. That's how you eat somebody up. My man is here and we are cashing a check. A Trump check. And be doing the most. You know, he has walked the rainbow. And before that, he just was just saying anything. Like, and be so for real. You don't give sex appeal. If we just being completely honest. You, please. And I like Ant. I think Ant is cool, but to an extent, I think Ant just be trying to have something to say. Because, please, shut up. Boo, poor brain. And every time he want to dog somebody, he gonna hit a slur. It's gonna be some type of slur or anything. And I'm just like, can you get off the camera? Thanks. I bet y'all $5, 10, 15. Let's keep going up to 20. Ant didn't say nothing to Tasha's husband. I bet you money he ain't say nothing to Tasha's husband. What are y'all gonna say to her husband? Be for real. Like, they just cashed the check out on y'all. You for real, really? You should just be happy that you're here. No shade. Like, you should just be happy that you're here. They ain't gave you no type of camera time within almost 2 years. I said something to her husband. Like what? We just cashed a fat check on y'all. I'm not concerned with you. And you know they giving Tasha some type of good old green beans, okay? Because Tasha is like one of the highest, like, tea bloggers, commentators of this generation. Like, you know they ain't spent the bag to get her to be there. Let's be clear. Let's be real. They spent the bag to get Tasha there. You think that they finna let you make that lady or her husband uncomfortable in any type of way? Be for real. I'm so tired of them talking about Tennessee. Now, I like Tennessee off the camera. She like Diamond with the parasites. I like Tennessee off camera. She like real cool, laid back. She did an interview with Liddy. I loved her from that day forward. Her on TV though, she be doing too much for me. I don't really care for the parasite Tennessee. Now, Tasha like, where your man Tennessee? Tennessee said, Landon, and where's your man? She said, because we're not gonna talk about me. But they had already said that Tennessee was just there. Like, she really was just there the whole time. She ain't had nobody come pull up for her. She was the only single person. I mean, the rest of them was single too, but playing like they was in a relationship. But she was, by herself the whole time. Not Pootie and Landon rocked out before this show. Oh, wow. So this was filmed after Greek Life? I don't know why I thought it was filmed before. They showing him and Pootie fighting, and now they playing like they in love. But I remember, I think it was Pootie who showed them texts, and Landon was like, you ain't getting none of that daddy. You ain't gonna get none of that daddy. It was so funny. Because Landon was not trying to get him none of that daddy. He was like, nah, you acting bad tonight. you doing too much tonight. You ain't gonna get none of that. And I don't think they had ever did nothing, but it was just so funny because he was trying to hold him hostage. Why are you trying to hold him hostage? Get that boy that daddy. Get that boy that daddy. He was trying to hold that hostage from him. Now, who took the L of the L this episode and who didn't know that she took a L was J Galore. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Chinx really... he played this situation very well. He embarrassed her so bad. But really, she had embarrassed herself, by getting back with him, doing this little joke of like, we've been together 10 days. It really backfired on her more so than him. Like, yes, you dogged him out, but the way he dragged her this episode was crazy. So Tasha like, hey, J Galore. She like, where your other man at? She like, girl, don't bring them up. And obviously, like, nobody's taking their relationship serious. The whole 10-day thing, it's like, okay, the joke is not funny no more. Like, okay, now you sound a little dumb. But Tasha, like, clocking T, she like, don't make me call this person, don't make me call that person. And Jay like, oh, they were my past, this is my future, I love my man. Tasha like, y'all just got together, you just was dogging him. So J Galore like, don't bring nothing up I said, but truly you did dog that man. Like, we wouldn't know he had allegedly 6 roommates. We wouldn't know that the bed was on the floor, roaches, everything. He's small. We wouldn't know this stuff if you didn't tell us. But you told the world all his business. And now when they asking you, hey, why would you do that? You like, oh, please don't bring that up. Like, you embarrassed him. Like, no, we're going to bring that up because we need to know what's going on. And now, no, she ain't got the tattoo yet. So Chinx looks so embarrassed. He looks so uncomfortable. And here goes J Galore. Tasha, I'm trying not to disrespect you. I'm trying to, like, keep it cute. But you can't be mad at Tasha for something that you blasted out. Like, we do think that you're dumb. You do look dumb being with a man that you dogged out so bad. It's the difference when you dog him out to your friend and you go back. Your friend not gonna judge you, but then you told the world. Like, why would she not bring it up? And you could tell he was embarrassed. He over there not saying that. He trying to play cool, but obviously he's embarrassed. I would say this too. And when J Galore turned, I guess Tasha understood that she was getting serious. But you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You have continuously embarrassed yourself when it came to Chinx. So you can't be mad at her for doing her job. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all all put yourselves in these situations. When it came to Cassie, when it came to J Galore, y'all don't want her to bring it up. But y'all the ones who are giving her the ammo to be able to bring it up in y'all face and say like, hey, why would you do this? Why would you do that? And when y'all put on the spot, y'all are feeling embarrassed about the actions that y'all took. And y'all like, don't bring it up. Mind your business. But y'all are on a show where people are in y'all personal business. It's a love show. So y'all are here with y'all lovers who y'all have embarrassed and have went out y'all way to embarrass. So when y'all now in a good space and she bring up how you embarrassed your lover, you want to get serious with her. No, get serious with production. The people who are writing the checks who told her to ask this stuff. You can't get mad at her because y'all sat up there and went on the internet and started going crazy instead of just calling your homegirl or your homeboy and telling them like, hey, I got something going on, da da da. You went to the internet and opened your diary up and told us all the deep dark secrets, and now y'all mad because they're public now. Like, no, that does not make no sense. But regardless, you look slow. So Joyce ends up coming back on the scene. Her and Tasha going back and forth. And that's what I mean. Tasha has thick skin, and you can tell that Tasha's not afraid to get down with you. Tasha said, yeah, I'm glad you got some makeup over that eye. I seen what happened. Joyce said something. Yeah, and you need more makeup. Tasha, I like to stay in my natural state. So Cassie jumps in, feeling as though like, oh yeah, you was trying to be funny. No, you're embarrassed by the actions that you took, and you made it got caught on camera and that it went viral. That's what it is. You're upset because people are dogging you out in the comment section. They taking up for Joyce, everything, and now that's TV putting you on blast and they want you to talk about it so you get sensitive about the subject. No, not that. And Joy say, free bands. I know, I don't like you, Tasha. Don't speak on my relationship. But once again, production. Like, take it up with production, not Tasha. And it's Tasha. So why are you here? We don't have to discuss anything with you. Who are you? Tasha, so why are you here? It's a love show. Why are you here? Are you sending us home? Do you have any type of authority? We're not discussing anything with you because I'm trying to figure out why y'all here too. If we can't discuss the elephant in the room, the biggest one. Now, I ain't know you could read like that. Fantasia, 2003. Before she couldn't read, that was too funny. But usually Almond is trying to be like the peacemaker. I think he was just trying to show his loyalty to Cassie and them. I think he wanted to show like, hey, I got y'all back, but stay over there, please, with Shamar and the wig. So now that we have gotten about 13 minutes into it, I'm gonna say this. The rest of the show was my favorite. Like the sit downs, her really like getting to know the couples on a deeper level was my favorite part. Like this episode, I feel as though we really got to get into the couples and learn a lot about the couples and everything like that. And that's what I was asking for on the last review I did. Because I'm like, oh my God, okay, y'all keep fighting. We did 3 episodes now of Joyce and Ivory. I was tired of that. I was sick of that. So now they get into the nitty gritty and I'm keying. And not like a key like I'm laughing, but a key like interesting. Like, oh, okay. This is how you feel. I feel as though this was my favorite part. Like the sit downs was definitely my favorite for the episode. So Tasha starts off with Maul and D Scott. So when I tell y'all, when I first watched it, I was in the bathroom doing my hair. I stopped doing my hair, girl. I had sat down because I said, hold on, this is getting good. Hold on. Because all that bickering and stuff, I can, multitask. But baby, when she said, so how long y'all been together? I sat down. So D Scott looks at Maul. Maul ain't answering quick enough for D Scott. So D Scott said, about 7 to 8 months. Maul said, hold up. Maul said, hold up. I got this one. I got this question. Hold on. Because let the king speak. So Maul then was like, hold on. Like I said, the king is speaking. So Ma ends up being like, no, this is my friend. You know how, you get around your grandma and them and they be like, this my friend, but this they boyfriend, this they girlfriend. And they be like, no, this my friend. Ma said, ain't no hooking up. Ain't no GF, ain't no BF, it's friend. Bestie. Ma said, no, this is my good friend. We've been knowing each other for 7 months and we've been getting good for 7 good old months. And it's my good friend. And I agree, he's not loud with what he does. He does just do it. Cause I seen on Twitter, he got a new one, and the new one nice looking. These kind of nice looking too. But the new one give me more like from the picture I seen, it's giving laid back, it's giving I'm in the background, more so. That's what I think, not what I know. Just off the picture alone, that's what it gave me. But I will say this. You're not loud about it, and you don't have to necessarily, like, tell people, oh, this, oh, that. But the thing about him and Ant, what made them so unique is because they were just throwing around that F-bomb. They were F this, F that, F this, F that all the time. And I think to an extent they was trying to make other people feel uncomfortable, even though they was doing it in the background too. Allegedly, they was doing it in the background too. So it's more like the pot calling the kettle black, and I think that's why people were so not necessarily like quote unquote shocked that they was, but it was kind of like, wow, the pot is really calling the kettle black. Like, how dare you? How dare you talk so down on us when you just like us? So, and that's what I take from it. And 2, this is Ma, I feel as though in transition to the public, because as y'all know, like on Playboys, we obviously knew something was going on with him and D Scott. He wasn't he, it was real smooth. It wasn't like too much in front of the cameras. But then y'all come on a show together, so obviously this is not just your good friend. That's not your homeboy. It's something more than that. But I think in this particular situation, he was still coming to terms with it. And like just the same, like when it comes to him, Mac, and others, they're not going to be like, I'm this. They're not going to label themselves. They're not doing it. Like, we know what they like. And, if they like more, they're not finna open up and say like, hey, I'm this, I'm that. They're not finna do that. I want y'all to take off these glasses because I feel as though emotion is being hid under these glasses, because to an extent, I feel as though D Scott knows what he signed himself up for. Like, Maul wasn't necessarily comfortable yet to really be like, hey, I'm this, I'm that, to put a label on it. And I think to an extent, D Scott don't want to deal with that. I don't. They're not still together. They broke up very quietly, very, very peacefully. They broke up. I think with D Scott, D Scott was happy and felt like a prize for Maul to be the first publicly. But I also feel as though in times like this, when it's time to say like, we together, and Maul is like, that's my friend. You're my friend. It kind of messes with his head, and I can understand that. Because if I'm going to be with you, I want you to say like, hey, we together. But if you haven't came to terms with who you are, what you are, and you can't stand in that, that's baggage for me to have to hold too. And I'm going to honor you, but at the same time, like, obviously he wants to be like, no, that's my man, my man, my man. Y'all see what I'm saying? Tasha messy, because I'm like, right, he is taking me with this good friend. She said, so do you call your lovers your good friend? Obviously. He said, and that was another one of my good friends. And the thing about it was with him and Ann, they was together like that, like 8 months to I think 9. I think they broke up at 9 months. So once it gets to that like 8, 9 months, Mom be like, all right, another good friend. I need you. Loading. Tasha is eating this up because I got a big smile on my face as I'm watching it. Look, I'm so messy. I'm cheesing from ear to ear. Tasha cheesing from ear to ear. Mom cheesing from ear to ear because we all know he lying. She like, so did you hit it? He like, and me. Tasha, D Scott drinking. Did you hear? Nothing to be said. We all know you. Just tell the truth. It'll set you free. Like, this is hilarious because of what we know now. It's so funny. And even though, like, I know what it is, I'm still on the edge of my seat for him to say it. Like, I still want him to be like, yes, I got that. I scored on that one. The ball, dog, I want him to tell me the nitty gritty, but it's like, he's not going to tell you. And I think that's what's so funny about it. He's not going to give you a straight answer. Okay, so I'm speaking for me. If I'm in D Scott's shoes. So number one, I want to give D Scott his props because I think he's very uncomfortable. He has a lot to say, but he's not saying it. And even though he's saying, oh, I ain't got nothing to say, the body language is giving he has so much to say. He's, I think it takes a strong person to honor what somebody has going on as they are downplaying y'all relationship. Because obviously in this state, Maul is not comfortable with titles, which is fine, which is understandable. And Tasha is looking for the title. She's looking for him to say it, but he's not going to say it. And with him kind of like lowering their relationship or like watering down their relationship, that could make anybody feel some type of way. Period. Let's put a period on that. If it was me, if I'm D Scott, I wouldn't have been with somebody like Maul. But mind you, I'm 26. They're in their early 20s. They like 20, I'm going to say 21 to like 24. And the reason I say that is because that's baggage within itself. Like, that's a lot of baggage. And I believe Maul is older than D Scott. But I feel as though if I'm single living my life and I started talking to you and you're not comfortable with yourself yet, get comfortable with yourself and get in the baby steps should already be formed to where we shouldn't have, when we go through conversations like this, you shouldn't have to water me down or be your good friend. I don't want to be watered down. And I think that's one of the reasons why they didn't work long term, because I don't want to be watered down. Don't water me down. Say who I am to you. You know, honor me, celebrate me, because I'm here with you. You're not by yourself. And I think to an extent, D Scott just want to be honored. And Maul is more so, I believe, like during this time, he was still more so in fear of being all the way public. Like, obviously, he's here with a man. So it's letting it be known what it is. But when it comes to him then saying like, hey, I'm with a man, this is my boyfriend, the titles of it, I believe, is though scares him. And not a scare like, oh my God, but a scare of like, who, if he put that title on there, then he really would have to come to terms with himself. You know, because he could, if he do his thing in the background, he doing his thing in the background. What don't nobody know won't hurt them. But then too, I don't have to come to terms with what I like. You know? I don't have to come to terms with it because that's who I am in the background. Who I am publicly though, I'm not that. Don't put that to me. But you know, him being, and I would say like, I would give him props. He in the baby steps as far as like being in the relationship, being seen with him. But when it comes to a title, that's when it's like, don't put that on me. No, I'm not that. No, that's my friend. And to me, with D Scott, that probably was just a lot to deal with. Because I just got here, I like you, and in the background, it's me and you. You're my boo. But when we get in public, I'm your friend. I don't want to deal with that long term. And I can see how that could be confusing. That could be overwhelming. Especially like when I want to do more. I want to cuddle. I want to lay on you. I want to do this. But I know the persona that you have in public, I have to fit that. And to an extent, I don't want to keep trying to fit that mold of helping you get through the baby steps. I need you to get through the baby steps by yourself. You figure it out, and then you come to me when you got yourself together. Because I just think that's a lot of baggage. And yes, like, be you, be free, da-da-da. But just coming from the other person's point of view, because I do believe as though when it comes to somebody living, in what their truth, I don't want to say their truth, but just like being who they are fully, wholeheartedly, 100%, they have to get comfortable with that. And everybody tells that story, but nobody tells the story of the person who's having to help them get comfortable. That's a lot of stress and a lot of transition on that person as well. So I would say I applaud D Scott for being there for Maul, going through these type of embarrassing situations. Because I would say this is embarrassing. I just sat up there and said, I've been with you for 7 or 8 months, and you gonna say, well, you've been my good friend for 7 or 8 months. Don't downplay me when I don't do nothing but honor you. Every time he would speak of Maul, he was speaking highly. The king. Y'all know I'm with the king, but they ain't never all up on each other. It wasn't none of that. It was giving my home, like, that's what it gave my homeboy. So I would say, I applaud D Scott. Ma, why is you digging in your nose? You nasty ass. Why is you digging in your nose? Very. And I mean, digging for gold. Please, I hope you find it. So we were really at peace. I was really enjoying the Maul and D Scott and Tasha K sit down. They take us back to chaos, knowing, okay, now we're back on Now That's TV. I'm like, dang, I really thought like I was on Netflix, Hulu, maybe even Tubi a little bit. But it was like, no, back to Now That's TV. I'm like, oh, the ghetto. So Joyce and Ivory fight again. Oh, boring. Joyce ends up hitting Ivory with a cup. Good aim. No shade. Good aim. Danye like, yeah, your eye. Like, you don't need to do no more your eye. Then I look at the eye. I'm like, yeah, free bands. Go lay down. That eye, that blood vessel. Yeah, just cool it. Cool it. It's so funny. When Joyce throws the cup, Danye throws water, liquor at Joyce. When I tell you, Danye flew. Cause I think Cassie had a cup in his hand. I think she thought that cup was filled. She had moved behind Ivory just a little bit. She like, oh, you not finna hit me. You not finna drench me no more. She has learned her lesson from getting drenched twice. She said not a third. So Ivory ends up going in the back with Zoe. She's irritated. She's mad. She like, oh, Danye don't ever say that. And she don't. But Danye don't give me altercation vibes. Like, she gives me very much, like she said, calm, cool, collected. But you know, if anybody was to hit Ivory, all that, Danye be having Ivory back, front, side, the bottom of her shoe, top of her head. She gonna ride for Ivory every time. She might not argue like Ivory do on some catty stuff, but when it comes to somebody getting physical, she gonna get physical. She's going to do that. She ain't gonna argue. She ain't gonna do all that talking, but she gonna get active when need be. So Zoe like, oh, somebody get Danye to come in here. Ivory like, no, we're not doing that. And this is where I believe they allow her to get too comfortable, because Ivory want to tell y'all what she doing, what she not doing. Oh, we not doing that for no cameras, da da da. But it's like, I would prefer to know more about you and Danye's relationship. I don't really care about you and Joyce's beef. Like, yes, both of y'all gonna do what y'all need to do because y'all be trolling each other and, you know, y'all see each other, so it's up. And I get that, cool. But I really am more interested in the relationships than the drama. And I can say this, and I will give Now This TV that, because we've gotten more of the drama, I'm eager to get out the drama and get to the relationship part. Y'all can fight, y'all can do all this and that, and I do want to be entertained. But I will say this is entertaining too, to see our faves and kind of get more personal with them, especially in their relationships, especially in the real relationships. The fake ones, okay, goodbye, I don't care. But the real ones, you know, I definitely want to know more. So we then move on to Chinx and J Galore. So he said his first impression of Tasha was she was excited to be there and wasn't nobody excited to see her. Be for real. I think y'all was very much happy to see Tasha K. Y'all all knew who Tasha K was. Y'all playing like y'all ain't know who that lady was. Please give that lady her props. I just really don't like that. And you didn't like her being there because she was calling you out and she was telling all your business or what J Galore was saying. Please. So they end up moving on to J Galore and Chinx, and she kind of just jumps out the gate with everything J Galore had said. So J Galore like, oh, it was a lie. It was a lie. And I think even her saying like it was the truth or she was said it was a lie, it was embarrassing on either terms because you started back talking to him. And she got this like little quiet, innocent voice. Like, oh, like she real calm. She just, I think she wanted to soothe his ego and kind of make up for what she said. But like, girl, you and out this man, like this man, like you talk all this man business, like it's kind of too late for that. So Tasha is like, well, why did you say all this? I was mad, and like he don't cave in like the rest of them. So basically, what I got from that part was Chinx is handsome. Like, let's be clear, let's be honest. If nobody knew that he was little, didn't nobody know he was little. you would think, oh, okay, he probably holding some, you know what I'm saying? Medium, large, maybe extra. You never know. But off the look alone, Chinx is handsome. So Chinx, you can tell a lot of women think he fine. He nice looking. So he not really stressing behind no woman. And I would say this too, like Chinx does his stuff on Instagram. I'm sure it be girls all in his DM. He be DMing girls all the time. So J Galore, I guess, was quote unquote playing hard to get. And he was like, anyways, yeah, let me text Miranda, and when stun her like that, and she thought he was fine. She probably felt as though he was out of her league. And she really wanted to talk to him. When they be fine, but you surprised that you got them. That's what she give me, like, in this moment. Like, she was surprised that he was even interested in her. He probably had already picked up that she was interested in him. So when he was interested in her, it was kind of like, oh my God, like, he interested in me and he fine. So you want to keep him on the list. So you tell your homegirls and them, like, girl, I got me a fine one, girl. Look, girl, look what I got, And you throwing a temper tantrum, maybe he texting you back 12 hours later or stuff like that. You go on a little rant or you do like non-contact, but it's forever non-contact because he don't care. It's 1,001 of you. And so you then start wanting to blast him and stuff for attention, but he just didn't give you the attention that you was looking for. I think that's what's going on in this situation. Like, and even when he's talking about her, he's only going to her physical, her body, what she does for him, stuff like that. But he's making it like to where, oh, I'm just using her for intercourse. I don't like her like that. He's belittling her, and she trying to put him on this high horse, on this pedestal, when he like, yeah, I don't care about you. So when Tasha asked Chinx, like, what do you like about her? He like, okay, and this is more like general stuff. Like, oh, she's chocolate, face value, she looks good, and she be vibing. Nothing really about detail about her, like her character. Like, she has a pretty face. I love her dimples. It was nothing like that. Like, he was just giving general. Like, oh, she pretty. Pretty girl. She cool. And here she go. Oh my God, his mind. He is just so, like, interesting. He has so much more to him than just his face. Oh my God, he's like the sweetest person ever. He's so giving. He's so loving. I'm like, girl, this man is playing with you in your face. Like, and it's so smooth. Take notes. Take notes, Narj. Take notes. This is how you supposed to do it. You supposed to embarrass them smoothly. Like, he embarrassed her so bad, and she's not even picking up on the signs of how that man embarrassed her. He said everything general. You going to his mind. Oh my gosh, she's just such a nice person. He just has me discovering new things. He's so open. He's so positive. Oh, she looks pretty. Okay, that's all I got. Like, girl, you got to know when somebody playing in your face. Playing in your face. You look like a clown. Put your clown mask on. Put your clown hat on. You look like a clown. Costumes next. Oh my God. The embarrassment gets worse. So Tasha like, well, what do you love about Jay? Oh, the embarrassment. And she knew he was embarrassing her. She knew it because she like, oh, stop. Oh, it's giving lust. No, it's giving embarrassment. It's giving embarrassing. It's giving we listen and we are judging. That's what it's giving me. Okay? Because I'm judging all the way. He like, oh, her mouth, her lips, what she does with her mouth. That's so embarrassing. And she was so embarrassed. As she should be, though. Because why would you entertain this after you embarrassed that man? You didn't think that man was going to get his get back? And the thing about it, it's a slow burn. Like, hers was quick to the point. But the fact that she started talking back to him, embarrassing, number one. After she had already said he got roaches, he got the mattress on the floor. You got back with him. That's number one. You got the tattoo on your not forehead, on the eyebrow. That's number two. And then he took you on a show where he really dogged you, no leash. He dogged her. And it's smooth, it's calm, it's gentle. It ain't even a quick kill. It's like a, just easily put the knife in you. Like slow, easy. Blood coming out a little by little. You like he getting it up in there. That's crazy. And the fact that he's so witty with it just is like incredible. And the wittiness ain't even like too much. Like, it's not rocket science witty. It's more like just in your face witty. She like, well, what do you like about her brain? Oh, the brain. Oh, she mean brain. Like, that man is like, girl, go put on the clown suit now. Put on your clown suit. J Galore, go in the corner. Put your nose to the wall. Are you slow? This man has ate you up. And your response is, I think that was like lust. No, that was called get back. That was called revenge. Like, he just slayed you. He slayed you. And you want to start talking about his mind, how sweet and supportive he is. This man just dogged you. Are you slow? You don't know the game, baby. This is so embarrassing. Like, I am getting secondhand embarrassment by just watching. This man has basically just said that you're a cum bucket. And you start talking about his mind and how sweet and how nice he is. You're in a 30-minute timeout. Get in the corner now. And then you want to say, he's always forgiving. Not really. He calm-headed because he thinking long-term. Oh, okay, when I get on this show, I'm going to embarrass her. She embarrassed me on Instagram. Nobody really knows about it as far as the Now That's TV community. And he didn't respond. Well, he did respond to her, but it wasn't like a big response. Like, a whole bunch of T-pages didn't pick it up when he did respond to her. But he played the long game. That calm person that she talking about who's so forgiving. No, he played the long game with you. He said, oh, I'm embarrassed on the show. I'm embarrassed on the show. And then you got the tattoo after. I'm over you. Back in the corner. Don't look at me. Get back in the corner. And J Galore, at this point, I don't even want you in the corner no more. Come here so I can put you over my knee. I'm finna go get the belt. Bad. Maybe an extension cord. Like the grandmas used to do. Tasha then says, describe something about her character. He takes the pettiest role. He like her character is indescribable. He is making it clear to men, not women. This is like he's embarrassing you for men. More so. This is a long-term for men mind mental game. So because men gonna be like, oh my God, he embarrassed her so bad. More like that. Him like he's basically just like she said. He's talking about her body. He is condensing her down to only being somebody that he's going to have relations with, and that's it. He don't care about nothing else. And he probably does think more of her, but he is not gonna give that. So she like, oh, I don't like it. I think it's bullshit, but I'm gonna still mess around with him. I'm gonna whoop you. I'm getting the extension cord for this one. The fact that it's one thing that he dogging you, but it's another to be like, oh well, I'm still gonna do stuff with him. Like, even if you did do stuff with him, you don't say that. Like, you look very stupid. Very stupid. And like, I have no words because I have something to say, but I don't. Because it's one thing for him to be embarrassing you. It's another for you to then add to the hate train of you or add to the embarrassment of you and be like, oh well, oh well. Like, I don't care what he say, I'm still gonna do so with him. That's not what you was supposed to say. That's not what you're supposed to say. And Tasha has the same look I got. Like, huh? Are you okay? Blink twice if you're in your right state of mind. Leading and teaching with 6 roommates is crazy. What we need to be doing is making sure that we can lead in our own foundation first. Let's get out of what we got going on, and then we can be leaders and teachers. But right now, I think we shouldn't be leading or teaching nobody if we got 6 roommates. We have bigger fish to fry than leading and teaching, okay? So she ends up asking about their OF's account, and at this time, J Galore was only doing it by herself, and Chinx wasn't even active. I think he's not or at that time probably wasn't active because his Instagram started picking up. He probably started making money off his Instagram because certain people like that type of motivational speaking. And, he hit a lick and he was able to, do his big one with that one. And he had said, like I said before, that his OF was not active. And I really wonder why it wasn't active. When they talked about kids, now, J Galore got 3 kids. She got 3 boys and he got a son. And he like, no, I don't want to do that again. Which I understand. He said, even with 11-year-old, like, this is the first time out of the whole conversation where Chinx has some type of personality. Or where he's actually giving you real conversation and not doing this whole calm, chill, laid back mojo. Because he, like, literally, like, a real expression came on his face. He like, oh, kids? No. I got my little boy. And that's really all I need. I don't need nothing else. Which I understand. Children are expensive. And then Tasha asked J Galore, and she like, no, I don't want to get no kids. And Tasha told me something. Oh, yeah, well, at least you don't have to get trapped. Tasha, he lives with 5 other people. Be for real. Who's trapping him? And he lives with 5 other people. Nobody's trapping him, babes. No, that'll be the wrong trap to get trapped into, okay? He lives with 5 other people. Mattress on the floor. Be so for real. Yeah, what you brought up Tenaki for? Tenaki ain't even giving Tenaki. So why you brought up Tenaki? That way she's like, oh, I think all women are beautiful. Well, what you brought her up for? Is giving worried. And he had already basically said that you ain't nothing but your body. So even if he is looking at Tenaki, why do you care? You have more to do. Step up, obviously, to get him to think more of you than just your body. J Galore thought she ate. She thought she ate by giving that man a kiss. That's how I feel. You did not eat. Your plate is empty and I threw it away in the trash, girl. That was so lame. That was so lame. That's how I feel. You brought it up, though. Boo. Tomato. So, J Galore then asked Tasha K, well, do you think we're going to last? And Tasha told me, I don't think he can afford you. I don't think it's that. I think J Galore has low standards. And Chinx even said that. She don't know who she is. She don't know her worth. Because J Galore is nice looking. Like, even though she do OF and, she do what she need to do for her money, J Galore is a pretty woman. And even though she does that for work, she could have standards. She could have boundaries. I think she felt as though Chinx was out her league. And she really liked him. Because outside of like the persona that she put on, I think J Galore is real cool, real down to earth, a real laid back girl. I think her feelings got hurt when he didn't chase her. And with that, she got her emotions into it. Because regardless of what she got, she was like, oh my God, like he looking at me and he fine. And she probably had already seen him before, probably wanted to talk to him. All that. Then she see, okay, he nice looking. Wait, oh, he ain't got nothing. and she used that to her advantage to dog him out. He forgave her, like she said, because he's very forgiving, but he waited to get his revenge on the show. He embarrassed her in her face. She didn't pick up that he embarrassed her to about the end, and then she was like, oh well. First of all, we already knew y'all wasn't gonna last. I can't wait till she go on live and say something because I'm so ready to react. But I think you embarrassed yourself. We had already knew it wasn't going to be anything because you had already embarrassed him. So he wasn't gonna have it be nothing because you had already embarrassed him. And after that, you went and got the tattoo on your forehead. You could tell like you really wanted this to work. And I don't think in a way of like she wanted a real relationship with him. I think it was more like, I want him to chase me. I want him to want me. And the more he resisted, the more you came into it. And then you went and got that tattoo, and he just kind of allowed you to embarrass yourself. He allowed you to embarrass yourself on the show. He embarrassed you too. He played the long game. I will give him that. That smart, cool, calm, collecting, forgiving man definitely played the long game, and he allowed you to embarrass yourself. The tattoo, the crashing out, getting back with him, saying, "Oh, it don't matter because I'm still gonna mess around with him." He absolutely allowed you to embarrass yourself, and you did too. I'm gonna put accountability on you too. You allowed yourself to be embarrassed, so get on my knee and get the spanking. So we move on to Danye and Ivory. And I like the theirs too. I like that Ivory was a little more calm, cool, collected. It was giving nice girl. That's what it was giving. So before we get started, I need to know, is Danye edges gone? Because them braids look so tight. I know she got a little bit of them out, but I want to know, did she stop getting them braids because of her edges? Because the braids, when they tight like that, they gonna rip them edges OUT out. So that was my question, and I'm not being funny. I'm really asking. But Tasha ends up asking about Bree. Danye get to looking crazy. Bree, anybody stunned Bree. Da da da. I'm glad that Tasha brought Bree up. I can't wait to see if Bree say something in the blogs, cause y'all know Bree love to be in the mix with their relationship. She love it. At this point, at her end, she loves to be in the mix with them. So Danye like, ain't no Bree. Da da da. I'm not stunned Bree. Danye, please shut up. This is. People love me in relationships, but they love me outside of relationships too. They don't just love me in relationship. Girl, you knew what she meant. Please don't get on my nerves. We know people love you outside of relationship. People love, they people. But we're talking about relationships right now. We're not talking about your mama, your sister, your dog loving you. Like, please. I'm excited to see Bree come on live, like I said before, because basically both of y'all was in relationship still and transitioning out the relationship. But before y'all transition, y'all got the people that y'all with kind of on standby just in case if this don't work out. And y'all getting to know each other. Y'all obviously know that y'all was attracted to each other. And y'all like, oh, well, we're going to see if this work before I just leave the whole relationship. So Ivory ends up saying, like, please, all that calm stuff, don't be fooled by that, because she'll go up just like me. She be hot just like me. So Tasha ends up saying, it seemed like Danye kind of follow your lead. So Danye kind of took offense to that. She like, what you mean? So before Tasha could say what she want to say, you could tell production got in Tasha's ear and was like, say that it was said on the blogs. I don't like that. Let Tasha do her job, okay? We don't need y'all in her ear saying stuff. I don't like that. Get out. So I like the way Danye was like, no, when my girlfriend is up, I'm up. But when we get in that room, I'm going to say, no, we're wrong for what we did. Like, and that's true. Danye, like I said before, has Ivory's back, front, left, right, under the feet, on top of the forehead, on top of the wig. She be having Ivory back down. And I do like that because Ivory, you do see her in a lot of altercations, but Danye gonna be right behind her, and they don't be seeing Danye coming. They do not be seeing the braids behind her. But braids gonna get down where Ivory mad at every time. And I know she appreciates that, But Danye might not say nothing. But when it's time, she gonna get down with Ivory mad at. It's crazy that Danye went first when it comes to what you consider cheating. Texting, talking to somebody else. Wasn't a text message sent? Oh, okay. I really am enjoying learning more about Ivory and Danye's relationship, because Danye ends up saying like it's either Ivory's way or the highway. We've seen it. We know that. We know that too well on Now That's TV. We know that. And Ivory like back up, because they get to arguing, I guess, when Ivory mad, like she had to calm herself down, get herself together. So she tells Danye to back up because she know Danye gonna swing. So last year she had told us like when they did get physical, it usually is Danye coming up to her swinging. So I can see why she's like back up, because she, if they do get into it, Danye has been the first to swing on her, in the fights that they have had. So I can understand her being cautious and kind of telling her like, hey, we getting into it, move back, because she's trying to, she mad, she up there, but then she know that you gonna try to hit her, so she kind of, wants to create some distance. And I can understand that. I want you to get away from me too. If I believe as though, I'm mad and you getting mad because I'm mad, and as soon as you come up, you want to show me that you can hang with me physically. Now that's something hopefully they have worked on in their relationship, where they not getting physical. But that was interesting that they talked about that. And hopefully when Ivory does get mad, she can be calmed down and she can kind of become more rational and logical when Danye is trying to talk to her. And hopefully Danye won't be trying to run up on her, when Ivory is upset, or maybe just leave her alone when she upset. Let her calm herself down, and you kind of go in the other room, let her calm down, and then y'all talk about it. So next week's episode, we are back to doing the Now That's TV normal schedule. This was nice to have somewhat of a little break, of the fighting, the arguing, and all that type of stuff. But next week, it seems like it's gonna be good. So Cassie runs off on D Scott. I'm in shock because Maul is at this moment in time his homeboy, his bestie. So that's his brother, his brother. So I'm kind of shocked that he did that. That's very disrespectful to me. If you my friend, why would you then jump off on somebody I'm with? But hey, that's Cassie for you. Cassie jumps off on D Scott. D Scott then has turned against Maul. He like, shut up. I know that's right. I don't blame him though. I don't blame him, and the only reason why is because I'm sure Maul is trying to calm him down and saying like, I'll talk to him. Like, really, is you gonna be on your homeboy side? You're not gonna be on my side. So shut up. And D Scott go in there and say, "Come on, Cassie, let's get there. Let's run there." Joyce tries to jump in, and Maul kind of like stops her, but her jumping in and Cassie still fighting that man lets you know that they don't respect you. Because D Scott is a part of you. So the fact that your brother is up here, just went off on you earlier, just literally went off on you, turn around and then hit your significant other, then his girlfriend end up jumping in it. You don't hit nobody though. You don't hit nobody. When the drink is poured and he then start hitting him, you turn the other way. Martin Luther King Jr. Sick of you. So I'm excited to see. And this what was taking me. It was already a lot going on where we was enjoying it. Here come Landon. I'm here. I'm sick of it. I don't care about you and Ant. Now the day go by, I'm like, did y'all get that Landon and Ant beef? What did y'all think about that? Nobody cares. This is just like a low tier beef. I swear, nobody cares. He just act the blue then start hitting in. I'm like, Landon, go lay. I don't care. Please go sit down. Please go get in some grass. Nobody cares about what y'all going on. I am so excited for them to go live this week and talk about this because this needs to be talked about. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, babes. Bye.